Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, My Sports Gematria. We're going to go ahead and continue on with the Gabby Petito numerical connections with part 4. If you haven't already seen my other 3 videos, this video that you're watching now is part 4. I suggest you go back and see the first video, which is the numbers of Gabby Petito and her fiance's hidden inverted pentagram artwork. I made this video before he officially went missing and before her remains were found. Part 2 is body found equals 137 on the 13th day of the 7th month for the Hebrew calendar, Gabby Petito part 2. Part 3 is the language of God, follow the rainbow. And this is going to be part 4, but I'm going to bring in something very random that I did yesterday, and I also posted this on Instagram. So a lot of Instagram followers and Patreon followers probably already saw this, but I'm making a video on it just to continue on with the series. Numerical Life Synchronicities, Blink-182's bassist, and Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito had a birthday this year on the 182nd day of the Hebrew civil year and was reported missing on the 182nd day of the Hebrew religious side of the year. Gabby Petito's birthday on the Gregorian was the 19th of March, written 19/3, and her full name, Gabrielle Gabby Petito, sums to 193, the 44th prime number. She had a tattoo on her arm that read, "Let It Be," which sums to 44, and her body was found near a rainbow 44 in the 44 state, which happens to be Wyoming. Again, if you watch the first 3 videos, follow the rainbow, body found, the numbers of Gabby, this is just an extension of what has already been talked about. So Gabby's body found, the words body found sums to 137, and her body was found on the 13th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew religious side, written 13/7, located in Bridger-Teton, 137. Mark Hoppus plays for the band Blink-182, emphasis on the 182 part. 182. Gabby's birthday on the 182nd day of the Hebrew this year, the Hebrew civil side, and then she was officially reported missing on the 182nd day of the Hebrew religious side, which is also known as the ecclesiastical year. Blink-182, emphasis on the 182 part. Mark, his birthday to Gabby Petito's is 4 days apart. His birthday is March 15th. Gabby's birthday is March 19th. It's a distance of 4 days. Emphasis on the 4. Rainbow 44, 44 state. Her birthday 19/3, 44th prime. Her tattoo Let It Be 44, which happened to fall on the 182nd day. Reported missing on the 182nd day. Blink-182. Bases 4 days apart from her birthday. During the summer, Mark Hoppus was diagnosed with cancer 44 and has undergone chemotherapy 137. 44, 137. Again, Gabby's birthday 19/3, 44th prime. Let It Be, her tattoo 44, found near Rainbow 44 in the 44 state. Body found 137 on the 13th day of the 7th month in Bridger-Teton 137. During the summer, synchronicities, cancer 44, chemotherapy 137. So the same numbers are appearing for both of these people. Now, I'm not saying this is pre-planned. I'm not saying this is man-made. I'm just saying they have the same numbers. It's the same summer. It's the same year. A lot of synchronicities. His full name, Mark Allen Hoppus, equals 227, the 49th prime number, and he is currently 49 years old. Next week, which is September 28th, it's going to be the 22nd day of the 7th month on the Hebrew religious side, written 227, like his name, 227. It will also be the day that marks 193 days since Gabby Petito's birthday. So I'm just showing you how both their numbers, Mark and Gabby, they share the same numbers, or at least the same numbers are being shared together on the same days. And I'm just noting that. The very next day, from the 28th to 29th, is when Mark, he's going to find out, cancer 44, if his cancer scan to see if the chemotherapy 137 worked. 44 137. September 29th is going to mark the 199th day of Mark's current age. He's 49 years old. Mark Allen Hoppus, 227, 49th prime. The similarities between the 227 and the 193. It's going to mark the 199th day of his age. The word body found sums to 137. And this took place on the 19th of September, which is written 19/9, 199, which just so happened to be the 13th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew side, 137. So I'm just, numerical coincidences. Take it for a grain of salt. I'm just marking the same numbers, but in a different case. Both bassists for Blink-182 and Gabby Petito experienced the same number frequency this summer. The 137s, the 44s, the 182. Well, I mean, he didn't experience the 182. He's in a band with the number 182. But the 44, chemotherapy 137, how his name, 227, the 49th prime, 227, 22nd day of the 7th month, line up with the 193. Their birthdays are 4 days apart. Emphasis on the 4. So I was just showing the synchronicities in this post between the basis of Blink-182 and the numbers for Gabby Petito, which I thought were interesting, weird, and I just kind of put it together for people to check out. But then I did this later that night when I was watching the 182nd regular season head-to-head matchup between the Packers and the Lions. Yes, that's right. On Monday Night Football, the day after the remains were found, it was the 182nd NFL game regular season between the Packers and the Lions. And depending on what the Packers do in the next 2 games, I might be making a video on Aaron Rodgers, and with the same topic. But I'll keep that on hold because we don't know if his record's going to hit the numbers that I'm thinking they're going to hit. If it does, I'll be making a video. If it doesn't, no video will be made. But my second post here, nobody likes you when you're 23. What's Brian's age again? What's his age again? So back to Blink-182. So I made this random Blink-182 post that showed the same numbers, the numerical life synchronicities of Blink-182's bassist and Gabby Petito, how over the summer the same numbers appeared for both of them. And then later that night when I'm watching the football game, Blink-182, Gabby's birthday, was on the 182nd day of the Hebrew civil side, officially reported missing on the 182nd day of the Hebrew religious side, aka the ecclesiastical side. And I was just talking about the random post I did for Blink-182's bassist and how he was going through and what he was going through over the summer, and how the numbers just appeared the same with Gabby Petito, and how it was just a random coincidence. But that night, last night basically, when I'm watching the 182nd regular season head-to-head matchup between the Packers and the Lions, I'm jamming out to the Blink-182 album, and the song "What's My Age Again" is playing, and it just dawns on me. Brian Laundrie, which was the fiance for Gabby, who killed Gabby, which is what it looks like, who sacrificed Gabby, however you want to say it. He's 23 years old. So I'm sitting here listening to Blink-182, emphasis on the 182, knowing that Gabby's birthday was on the 182nd day of the year for the Hebrew civil side. She was officially reported missing on the 182nd day of the Hebrew religious side. And I'm sitting here listening to Blink-182, the song "What's My Age Again," and it dawned on me, Brian is 23 years old. Brian is currently an enemy of the state, or at the very least socially put. He's an enemy of social media, or he's an enemy of pretty much a lot of people in the world have been following this story, and they're just really pissed off at this guy and how his actions were, whether you believe this is real or not, a real incident or not. A lot of people were mad, so he's kind of like the enemy of the state right now. And the song "What's My Age Again" by Blink-182, that song specifically talks about being 23 and how nobody likes you when you're 23. What's my age again? Grow up, and all that other stuff. That's from the album Enema of the State. Play on words, enemy of the state, enema of the state. But what's even more fascinating is the album cover. The album cover features a nurse with a butterfly tattoo on her arm, and of course the band name Blink-182, emphasis on the 182 part. The nurse on the album. So we have this nurse on the album. So we have the 182, Blink-182. The nurse on the album. Why is the nurse symbolic? Well, right now, this summer, the summer that Gabby went missing, the summer that the Blink-182 bassist is undergoing cancer and chemotherapy treatment, the nurse, we're actually in a time of medical emergency, right? With the whole shutdowns across worldwide. We're going through medical, some would say medical tyranny in a way. And then also notice her butterfly tattoo. She has other tattoos, but the only ones that are visible is the butterfly. So you have the blink, you have the number 182, you have the monarch butterfly, and then you have the nurse symbol, the emergency medical symbol. I talk about the monarch butterfly. The words monarch butterfly sum to 87, just like Gabby Petito sums to 87. And her last Instagram post was her standing in front of a monarch butterfly. Watch my first YouTube video on the case. As I was saying, if you watch the video 1, video 2, video 3, it's in this one, the numbers of Gabby Petito and her fiance's hidden inverted pentagram artwork. I talk about the monarch butterfly here. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So you have the 182, the monarch butterfly, and then you have the medical sign. I mean, it does point to a triangle, right? 182 to the cross to the butterfly looks like a triangle, and then you have the eye in the middle, the triangle, and the eye in the middle, the 182. I mean, it's fascinating. Gabby was 22 years old. The word murder sums to 83 and 90, or 79, excuse me, 83 and 79 in 2 of the 4 base ciphers. Mathematics tells us that 83 is the 23rd prime number, 73 is the 22nd prime number. This is also something I talk about in the numbers of Gabby Petito video. So I just randomly started doing Blink-182 posts yesterday because I just thought the 182 part was interesting. Seeing as her birthday was on the 182nd day, she was reported missing on the 182nd day. There's so many numbers when it comes to 182 and 128. If you guys watch this video and go down to the comment section and look and read this part right here, all I talk about is that number. Brian Laundrie 128, Where's Gabby 182, Moab City 128, Van Life Girl 182, Grand Teton National Park 128, Missing Persons 182. It's just ad nauseum. Person of interest 218. It's the numbers just displayed at nauseum. And so when I saw Blink-182 bassist, going through cancer, I don't wish ill on these people. I'm just kind of just reporting numbers. I just know cancer sums to 44, and then I found out chemotherapy sums to 137. I'm like, well, shoot. Gabby's birthday and everything about Gabby surrounds the number 44, and then her body was found on 137, and it's just the numbers appeared, and so I just wanted to document this and show you guys who haven't seen it yet, who might not be on my Instagram or my Patreon page. But yeah, and then the album artwork. I mean, this album's old, so do I think they pre-planned this? I don't know. I really don't know, but it is fascinating that the monarch butterfly is there, the numbers there, and we are currently in medical emergency. And I don't know. I think it's just weird. I just like documenting this stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got some information out of this. This isn't the most well put together video I've made, but I just wanted to keep the information going and keep adding to this story, since there's plenty of information to keep adding to. And like I said, I might be making an Aaron Rodgers video here in 2 weeks, maybe not, I don't know. That relates to this story as well. But
keep it going. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.